Hi and welcome to my December review. December is going to be quite a challenging month because we have a lot of squares and oppositions to deal with, but these challenges can also help us to grow and to expand. Now, Venus makes a positive aspect on the 1st and also in opposition to Mars. Now Mars, as you know, has now gone retrograde. Venus is making this positive aspect to Saturn, who also makes an aspect to Mars. So with this aspect you can see what responsibilities and obligations you have regarding Mars and what you need to do yourself. This will become clear because Venus is in the 7th house of others, so there's that balance needed between what you need to develop and how to grow yourself, but also to keep other people on board as well. Now we also have your ruler Mercury making a square to Neptune. Neptune's in that 10th house of career and destiny, so there may be difficulties communicating there, so make sure that your intentions are clearly stated. One of those oppositions is on the 2nd. We have Pluto making opposition to the Black Moon Lilith. Now Pluto is the god of the underworld and is in the house he rules, the 8th house. Making that opposition to the shadow side with the Black Moon Lilith. Now this is across the financial houses, so there may be some balance that need to be done here, and if you're in a good relationship then it can be heightened and expanded and grown through this aspect. If not, weaknesses will be highlighted, anything that's wrong will be amplified, and this will cause issues. Now this aspect demands that you respect and give respect to others, but also to take the higher route, the higher values within relationships. So a lot to be dealing with here. We also have on the 3rd a good aspect between the Sun and Chiron. Now Chiron's in that 11th house, so ideal opportunity to show people what you can do, show off your talents to your friends and colleagues, but also it's an ideal time to heal any wounds within relationships. Venus makes a square to Neptune on the 4th, which will bring out the creative side, as Neptune then goes direct on the 5th. Now, if you've been working with Neptune, who's been in that 10th house of yours over the last few months, then you'll surely reap the benefit. And if you understood the use of power and authority, you will then be able to take advantage of that. Now, Mercury makes a square on the 6th to Jupiter, which will give you a bounce of confidence and good feeling. And on the 8th we have our full moon. The full moon is in your sign of Gemini, so this is a fantastic time. This is a time for you to take note, take stock of where you are and what you want to do next. This is a time now when you can look at things in a different light, see where you are in life and see what new and exciting things would you rather be doing. But you also have to keep the balance, as the Sun is in the opposite sign, the sign of relationships, your 7th house. So keep the balance, keep people informed, and balance your needs with the needs of others. But it is time to concentrate on what you want to do next. An agreeable aspect on the 9th, Venus makes a square to Jupiter, and this is a great day to have some fun and enjoy yourself, but be careful not to overindulge. Then on the 12th, Saturn makes a positive aspect to the Sun. This is a great time with Saturn in your 9th house to plan a new adventure or look at some new and exciting things you'd like to do in the future. And then on the 14th, there's a difficult one because it's a square between the Sun and Neptune. And Neptune's in that 10th house. This is a day when you might not be motivated enough to do your work. This might be a day when maybe you need to take a day off because things won't go according to plan exactly. There's an interesting combination on the 15th as your ruler Mercury makes aspects to Chiron, the North Node, South Node, and the South Node is conjunct Cupido. This is a day when you may be surprised. Someone from the past may crop up in your everyday work and routines and surprise you, and this may set you off balance a little bit. The South Node is about the past and past habits, so don't be drawn back into past behaviour patterns. Look for the North Node going forward. And also with Chiron, it's a good time to talk and interact with people. honestly and openly. And on the 17th we have Mars making an aspect to Chiron. This is very good for overcoming any obstacles and going forward, embracing your passions. This is a day for thinking about how you can overcome anything that's in your way. But also with your ruler making an opposition to Uranus, be prepared to change. Don't be too rigid with your routines. Be prepared to change, because sudden things could make those changes necessary. On the 19th, Venus makes that same configuration as Mercury did. So again, this could be a past love, past desires flooding back to haunt you, and these are not necessarily good. You need to look forward, and there's help to do this with the Sun on the 21st, because this is the summer solstice, but it's also an aspect to Jupiter. So there'll be a positive push, a kick behind you now to go forward and do new things. Don't be reliant on the past. Look for the future. Look for doing new things and expand and grow in the manner which you need to. On the 22nd, the Sun moves into Capricorn and joins Venus and Mercury. Venus makes a positive aspect to Uranus on this day, so again there's the urgency and the desire to bring forth new things and change. And then the 23rd we see the new moon, and this is a very powerful new moon because it's at 1 degree of Capricorn. This is an ambitious, determined, practical new moon, and it's in your 8th house. This is the house of transformation. So over the next 2 weeks it's time to plan some changes. It's time to be brave, be bold, and maybe make your intentions for the coming year, as this will be a good opportunity and time to do that. It's a pivotal day on the 23rd because we also have Chiron turning direct. This is the healing planet, and he's in your 11th house. So now is the time to see what you can offer others, offer society, offer groups, friends. What can you give to them? This is a great opportunity now to look at this and to also to set new aims and goals for the future that involve being part of a group or part of society. And then on the 24th and 28th we have 2 aspects to Neptune from Venus and your ruler Mercury. So this will stimulate your imagination, stimulate your creativity. On the 29th, your ruler Mercury turns retrograde and will be retrograde for 3 weeks. Now you're probably used to this situation, but each time it happens it is in a different house. This time it's in the 8th house. So it's a good time to look at finances while Mercury's retrograde and see where you are with finances, see where your joint finances stand, and start doing some planning and some work to improve them. We also have Venus making a final aspect on the 31st, and this is a very, very passionate and intense aspect. We have a conjunction with Pluto in the 8th house, and this means your desires will be almost unbearably powerful and strong, and you could be infatuated with someone new with this kind of aspect. But you can also have a great time with your existing relationship and deepen the bond of love. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you haven't already, please subscribe and tune in next month for a very exciting January.